Italy has just released their Six Nations squad for the 2026 Six Nations, and I'm actually very excited about the squad. This is a squad that if you released this squad about 2 or 3 years ago, you'd be like, okay, yeah, it's an okay squad. But now looking at the guys that have got experienced and really shown their capabilities, have moved to bigger clubs, are showing that they are some of the better players in Europe. This is a very, very good rugby squad. So Michel Lamaro is officially the captain for the Six Nations this year for Italy. There was a few seasons where he wasn't really starting or benching. They didn't really know where he was in the squad. So obviously they're going to look at him as a starter. I mean, if there's one guy that you know is probably going to be a starter throughout the first few games of the Six Nations, it's whoever's listed as captain. Other than that, you're not really sure. But going through the forwards, we have Lorenzo Canone, his brother Nicolo Canone. I was watching the Six Nations behind the scenes Netflix series, and those two are really passionate about playing for Italy. So I'm going to keep a bit more of an eye on those two. I love watching them play. We also have Tommaso Di Bortolomeo, Pablo Dimchef, Riccardo Favretto, Simone Ferrari, Daniele Fischetti, Mohamed Hassa, Alessandro Ezekor, Michel Lamara as captain, Samuele Locatelli, Giacomo Nicotera, David Odiasi, very good player, Marco Riccione, Federica Ruza, Mirko Spagnolo, Andrea Zambonin, and Manuel Zuliani. I'm really sorry if I pronounced some of those wrong. It's a bit difficult. I mean, I'm Italian's not my first language or my second or my third, but I think I did quite well there. But I mean, some really good players in the forward pack. I think this forward pack is a forward pack to look out for in the Six Nations. All I see here is just physicality. I mean, this Italian forward pack is just all I see is physicality, toughness, some youth as well, which is good to see. Some players I'm really excited about is Giuliani, Spagnolo, David Odiasi. Some players that I really thought deserved some call-ups and deserved to get some game time. Some really good players. And yeah, I mean, looking at this team, as I said, 2 years ago, you'd look at this forward squad and be like, yeah, it's okay. But now you look at it and be like, okay, this is actually a proper squad that they're building here. I think those days of losing by 90 points to the All Blacks in the World Cup are over for Italy. I mean, last year they even beat Australia. Obviously, they lost quite badly to the Springboks, but I mean, Springboks were beating everyone quite handedly last year. But they had quite an okay season last year, and I just think this team, they were so close to beating France and some other teams last year. If they could just get one of these victories over the line, it's going to be so big for this team mentally that they can honestly just take that forward with them. And I really think if Italy can win one big game, I'm talking like an England, an Ireland, or a France, then they can really push forward from that and use that as a bit of a stepping stone. And from there, anything's possible with this team. So moving on to the backs, Juan Ignacio Briggs, Giacomo Doré, Alessandro Fusco, Matt Gallagher, very Italian name there, Paolo Garbisi, Monty Ioani, Louis Liner, Leonardo Marin, Damiano Mazza, Tommaso Menoncello, Piolo Adogwu, Martin Pedrello, Lorenzo Pani, Eduardo Todaro, and Stephen Varney. First thing I'm going to say was the last guy I mentioned here, but the first thing I'm going to say, Stephen Varney is in really good form right now for Exeter, so I think he's a perfect guy to get going for this Italy team. I mean, there's some really, really world-class players there. I mean, Brex is one of my favourite players to watch. Garbisi, we need a big season from Garbisi for Italy. So I think he's a really good player. He's been hyped up for a long time. I just think there's some things he needs to do now to set himself apart as the number one guy for Italy. Obviously, I don't think there's many other players that can take his spot. But I think if he wants to be the guy that's going to drive his team forward, he needs to step up now. There's been a few games where he's missed crucial kicks or made the odd, bad decision. And I think he's a very good player. And I think if he can just get some of those mistakes out of his system, he can be a really good player for Italy, and that'll be very important for them. Monty Ioani, one of my favourite players to watch. He is just such a class player. Louis Liner, very good every time he puts on an Italy jersey. Menoncello, probably the best centre right now in Europe, or one of the best centres right now in Europe. I'm really excited to see how him and Brex play together. Obviously, Menoncello has now made the move to Toulouse for next season, so that's going to be even better for him. Pedrello has been good this year, and then obviously Stephen Varney. I'm very, very impressed with him for Exeter. So, I mean, there's some players in really good form right now. Some good youngsters, some good experience. Not too many old players, more younger, experienced, or like midway through their career kind of experienced players, which is a good sign for Italy. I mean, this Italy team, I think 2027, obviously I don't think they can have a chance at the World Cup, but any team can have a chance. But I think looking forward to like 2031 with the squad or around there. They're going to have a very good team. And I mean, the under 20s haven't been bad as well over the last few seasons. So I'm very excited about this team. I will be doing a preview for this team for Italy for the whole 2026 season. Obviously, not just the Six Nations, the Nations Cup as well, end of year tour, all those tests as well. And then, yeah, I'll be doing a bit of a prediction for the 2026 Six Nations and where I think Italy might end. And I'm not going to spoil it, but I don't think Italy's going to end last this year. I don't think so either. And I maybe don't think that they're going to end fifth either, but you guys will see. You will see what happens with that prediction video. But yeah, impressive squad from Italy. I'm very excited to see how they go. They've won some big games in the last few years. It's time to put that now permanent, make that permanent form, and try win some big games and try at least make their way into the top three of the Six Nations. I think if Italy had end up in the top three of the Six Nations, it'll be a very successful season for them, and I can't wait to see how they go. Alright guys, thanks so much for all the support, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.